Into it, guys. This is going to be a little bit of a presentation at the start, not very long though. Then we're going to go into a Tefl taster session. So what that means is that we are going to all learn Thai, actually. Now, I am not a fluent speaker of Thai. I have to say that to begin with. I am lower intermediate Thai. But we're going to learn Thai in the style of how you would learn English if you yourselves were a Thai student in an English learning classroom. So that's going to be fun. I've never done it on Zoom before. I've never done it online. I've done it in universities with crowds of people, and it worked really well. I've got my whiteboard here for a point system. Hopefully you guys are going to play along. But let's share a little bit about our journeys first. Oh, hold on. Let me just share the correct screen here. Boom. Okay, and then I'll move you guys so I can see it there. Yeah, go. Okay, so this is Tefl Heaven. I love this iconic picture. Every time we ran a course, we tried to do human body fonts. It does actually say Tefl Heaven, by the way, in case you're wondering, what is it? That is on Koh Chang in Thailand. So today we're not going to be talking about hashtag lives, hashtag replays, because we're not on Facebook. So it doesn't get pushed to anybody. We're just on Zoom. But this is a Tefl taster. And I just want to share a little bit about me. So that is me with looking a lot younger, a lot more specky, and a lot thinner. And when I was in university, I saw an advert that said, if you can speak English, you can teach English. And I took that literally. And so when a girl that I fancied decided to go abroad to teach English, I asked her if I could jump on her flight. She was not interested in me in any way whatsoever. So she was kind of a little bit nervous, but she was of the polite kind that was like, okay, I'll let you come. I said, as long as I get my own job. So 2 weeks later, I was in Thailand. I'd got a job. So I only had 2 weeks of a window, making a decision and then arriving in Thailand. And obviously I didn't pick the right job because this job didn't treat me very well, or the leaders there didn't treat me very well. I had one hour observation of a class of kindergarten kids from the director, who was Thai. And then she turned around to me and said, okay, now you're the teacher for the next 4 hours. And I was like, what the heck? I freaked out. I only had like 2 minutes to prepare to teach. And so it was almost like being chucked in the deep end, learn how to swim. And I can't swim, by the way. So if you chucked me in the deep end, I probably would drown. And yeah, it was horrible. I hated it. And I wasn't very good at it. But what I did for the next 4 hours was I just copied everything that she had done. And I got through that. And then the next 4 days, I managed to get through it. Within 3 weeks, I still hadn't progressed very much. So if you can speak English, you can teach English. No, that's not true. You need some training. And so on the third week, I actually was teaching a class of kindergarten kids. And I was teaching with song. I was singing a rainbow, had some bean bags, and I was just singing red and yellow and pink and green. I was holding up the bean bags, and it was horrible teaching, rubbish. And there was a camera in the classroom, and they reported me to my boss. And so my boss came, and she came to the school that I was at the time, and she sat down and she said, we've had a complaint about you. She was very, very angry, very, very beautiful woman as well, actually. Her name was Pok, which means cute in Thai. And she said, if you don't get better in a week, I'm going to have to ask you to quit, which is a bit weird because she didn't say I was going to fire you. So then I was like, okay, it was a mega, mega emotional experience for me. I really did want to quit, but I didn't want to quit at the same time. I didn't want to give in. So I didn't give in. And then on the Monday, this was the Friday, on the Monday, someone was employed and was observing my classes. And I was like, that's weird because there's no positions. And so they'd already decided to fire me. They were just training that guy for a week, and then they're going to fire me on the Friday. This is all real, guys. My first experience in a foreign country, and this is how I'm being treated. And so on the Friday, I went in and I saw Pok, and she was as beautiful as ever, and a little bit sheepish this time. She wasn't angry, because I think she knew that I knew what was going on. And she said, I'm going to have to ask you to quit. And I was like, well, I'm not going to quit. And so she was like, I'm going to ask you to quit. I'm like, well, I'm not going to quit. So she did actually fire me, but her sister fired me in the evening. Okay. Then later on, I met up with this girl that I fancied. She let her hair down a little bit. And this is me teaching, by the way. I forgot to share that with you. And then we got married. Isn't that a lovely story? And we had 5 kids together. We're still together. These are my kids. They're a little bit older now. I need a family picture. But yeah, we got married in the end, so it was worth the trip, even though it was difficult. But the thing that I learned from that is when I went back to Thailand, we actually got married and went straight back to Thailand. And then I joined an organization that gave me Tefl training. They trained me well, and I finally figured out that I was a good teacher and that I knew how to teach, and all I needed was proper training. Okay, so that's the bit about me. Andy, tell us a bit about you.
Yeah, so for myself, I had no teaching experience, no travel experience in Asia before. So it was a huge move for me. It's a very challenging move for most people. And these are just a few photos from my time teaching in Thailand. But before the program, before the training, I was unsure how you can teach English to students who don't know English, right? So, this is what the training is for. If you have teaching experience, then that's a great head start. But many people who do these programs don't have any teaching experience at all. But there are ways, there's different techniques, strategies, games, activities, and it's easier than you might think as well.
It is a lot easier, and it's a lot of fun as well. I can't believe, if someone actually had just trained me, I would have had such a good time, and it would have been so much easier for me. But nobody trained me. All I got was that 1 hour, which was not sufficient. So going back to Thailand and getting trained and finding out that I actually had a knack for it was just an amazing thing, because if I hadn't went back, I probably would have thought I couldn't teach, basically. So we are now on to the Tefl taster side of things. So we still got everybody here. We still got everybody here. Okay, so can you guys unmute if you have the power to unmute? And I will explain to you what we are about to do. So now there's different methods for teaching English as a foreign language. The main one that is done throughout Asia is without translation. So they try and help you learn through actions, games, and basically not translating. So you're not meant to use, for example, if you're teaching English in Thailand, you're not meant to use Thai in the classroom. However, I did use Thai in the classroom sometimes just because I could not control the kids. And so I had to basically use Thai to get them to do what I wanted. So that's the only reason that I used Thai. But if my boss found out about it, they probably would have told me off for doing that. So this is normally what I do in a group setting with, I've done it with 40 people before. We now have 3 girls and 2 boys. So I am going to make it boys versus girls, okay? And we're going to be playing a game. Now, in a few minutes, I am not going to speak any English, all right? It's just going to be Thai, because when you're in the English classroom, you're just going to be speaking English. And so the students need to actually understand what they're learning without having the translation method. So this will help you understand and have empathy to what these poor foreign students have to go through, because you're not going to be able to understand what I'm talking about, but you will actually learn. That's the cool thing about this. Okay, so I'm going to draw here. I'll draw here. So from the next 5 seconds, I am not going to speak any English. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.อันนี้ผู้ชาย
Puchai.
ผู้ชาย
Puchai.
อันนี้ผู้หญิง
Annie, Pu Ying,
ผู้หญิง
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 ผู้ชาย
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 ผู้หญิง
ผู้
ผู้
หญิง
หญิง
เก่งมากเก่งมากเก่งมากโอเคโอเคผู้ชายเล่นเกมผู้หญิงเล่นเกม What am I going to do with this? มือ
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 ตา
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 ปากบาง
ปาง
ปาง
ปางบาง
ปาง
ปาง
บางหัว
หัว
หัว
หัว หัว
หัว
หัว
หัว
หัว
ตา
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 หัว
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 มือ
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 ปาก
ปา
ปาง
ปาง
โอเคโอเค Alex Alex อันนี้คืออะไรอันนี้
ตา
เก่งมากเก่งมาก Alex เก่งมากผู้ชายหนึ่งผู้ชายหนึ่งเอมี่อันนี้คืออะไรอันนี้
หัว
หัวเก่งมากเก่งมากเก่งมากโอเคโทมัสอันนี้
มือ
มือเก่งมากโทมัสผู้ชายสองผู้ชายสองผู้หญิงหนึ่งผู้ชายสองผู้หญิงหนึ่งอเลนาอันนี้คืออะไรอันนี้
I don't know.
อเลนา
I forgot as well, don't worry.
อเลนาผู้ใหญ่ไหม
I'm sad too.
เอมี่อันนี้
ดัง
โอ้เอมี่ผิดเอมี่ผิดโทมัสอันนี้
จ้า
เก่งมากโทมัสตา
ตา
จ้า
ตา
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 หัว
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 ปาก
ปาง
ปาง
ปาก
ปา
ปาง ง
ปาน
ปาก
ปาI don't know.
หัว
หัว
มือ
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 โอเคเล่นเกมโอเคเล่นเกมไซมอนพูดเบงครูพูดไซมอนพูดจักมือเด็กจักมือเร็วใช่ไหมเร็วเป็นครูพูดไซมอนพูดจักตาเป็นเด็กจักตาเร็วจักตาโอ้ผู้ชายเก่งมากหนึ่งเก่งมากเข้าใจไหม
เข้าใจ
อันดี้พูดไทยเก่งมาก
นิด
โอ
หน่อ
เค
ย
ครับผู้หญิงผู้ชายไซมอนพูดจักตา
จัตตา
Check the.
Chakta.
เร็วๆ check ตา check ตาผู้ชายหนึ่งผู้ชายเร็วที่สุดเร็วที่สุดผู้ชายเร็วที่สุดไซมอนพูดจักมือ
Simon put chakmer.
จักมือเร็วๆจักมือ
Jetmer.
Chakmer.
Okay, we're going to finish there, guys. Well done. Well done. I don't know if I could keep that up any longer. Right. So let me ask you some questions about that. By the way, Claire came in the middle of that and she must be like, what the heck is going on here? Claire, how you doing?
She's on mute.
Hi guys, I'm not too bad. Sorry I'm late. I was running late from work.
That's okay. Just explain what we were doing, Claire, so you don't think that I'm a total crazy. We were teaching Thai in the style of Tefl. Okay, so basically no translation, trying to play a game. So can somebody tell me what they learned? What are some of the words that you learned there? Let me know.
Girl and boy.
Say that again, sorry?
Puchai, Puying.
Yeah.
Puchai Puying. So what does it mean? What does Puchai and Puying mean?
Puchai boy, Puying girl, or man or woman, something like that.
That is correct. Yeah, boy and girl. It's actually boys and girls. So Puying is girls or women, and Puchai is boys or men. Ying is one woman, and Chai is like one man. So the Pu makes it plural. Thanks, Elena. See you soon. Elena's gone. So what else did you learn? Alex, what are some words that you learned there?
Me, which is hand.
Yep, that's right. Well done.
And then was it ba, which is the mouth? Is that eyes?
Yeah, you said that really well with a great accent there as well. Well done. So do you see already, like, you've already assumed the accent. You've already, like, instead of reading the word, right? If I wrote this word to you, you probably wouldn't say it correctly because you're trying to read it in English. But by speaking it out to you in Thai, you're just remembering what you heard and what you said. Because that was a great accent you just did there. So it's like bag. It's like bag, but the sound is between a P and a B sound. So it's a hard bag. And in Thai, just to teach you a little bit of Thai, in Thai, they don't have any aspiration at the end of their consonants. So if you say like bag, do you know how we say like bag? If you put your hand there, bag, you can feel the breath. But they would say bag. So it would stop dead. It's called a dead consonant. So that's why it sounds weird, because it's not how we speak in English. Bag. It just cuts out straight. Stephanie, do you remember what the word is for eyes? Everyone got stuck in that one. I didn't drill it enough either, did I?
I forgot as well.
Does anyone know? You don't know either.
Is it da?
It is. It is. Who said that? Is that who said that? Amy.
Me.
It is, right? So it's between a D and a T sound. So it's not exactly D and it's not exactly T. It's a hard T. So it's not aspirated again. So it's da, da. You pull your jaw down, da. And then head. What's head? Claire, did you learn anything when you came in? No, just lots of noise. What's the word for head? Who can give me that? Another point, the girls can catch up.
Hua. Hua.
Well done.
Yeah.
4-2 though, 4-2. That's right. Hua. Hua. And what's the word for touch?
Annie.
Ani is this one. Ani, this one is Ani. This one's a hand. Ani, this one's eyes. Okay. But when I played Simon Says, that's when I said it. Do you know what I said? Jack. 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 It's like J-A-K, but it's not really. But that's kind of the sound. It's J-A-K. And then the word for says or speak. Simon says. What did I say? Simon.
I forgot.
Simon Pood. Simon Pood. Simon Pood. So Pood is like says. Yeah, guys, that is it. That is how you learn English because in the style of TEFL, because that is how you learn Thai in the style of TEFL. You'll not be doing any translation. Mind blown? Any questions? No questions. Cool. Was it fun? Or
Yeah.
just strange?
It's
Okay.
really stressy.
Was it strange?
Yeah, the competition
Well, you guys
made people
won.
think, I think.
You guys won, so like the stress was a good stress, wasn't it? It was that kind of stress that pushes you forward, you know, makes you win. Maybe
Just strange being back at square one
Yeah.
in a different language.
Yeah, isn't it? And it's a hard language, Thai, as well. It's quite hard. That's why I'm like 15 years into Thailand and I can't really speak it very well. So, okay, well, let's go into the next bit of our presentation. So, Claire, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Do you know Andy before, or are you here for the first time? You do know Andy, okay.
Yeah, so I'd signed up to TEFL Heather now back in January. I'm hoping to go to Vietnam in August. It'll be my first time doing anything like this. It'll be a really new experience, but really looking forward to it and excited about the opportunity, really.
Where are you from?